Alright, my beautiful people. We are now live. Let's make a quick check. Okay. It seems it's working as intended. That's the important thing. Let me mute the audio here real quick. And let's go into this, into the stream manager. So we can see the chat. Okay. Hey, yo, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Whoever just joined. So we are gonna do the Kazuya guide that I've been talking about on stream the last time, which has been over like 2 weeks ago or something like that. The game has released. I got a little bit of time to play it. So, I got somewhat familiar now with the game mechanics and stuff. You know, I'm not a god or anything at the game yet, but I wanted to do this guide very much. You know, I was very excited to make this guide, and we're gonna do it. So give me a moment here. I just kind of have to where is this even? I have to. Okay. There you go, man. So whoever just joined to the chat, welcome to the stream, man. I hope you are excited, as I am. We gonna do some good shit now. Let's go into practice mode and let's talk about Kazuya. Let me check real quick if my audio is working. Let me see. Just a quick little check here. There we go. So, let me know if the voice is too quiet or the music too loud or anything. I would highly appreciate it. I think I'm gonna turn down the music just a pinch, because it seems like on the stream it's a little bit too loud. I haven't been streaming in like forever on this, so master word. Let me turn it down like this. I feel like that's reasonable, right? Unfortunately, I'm not using a webcam right now because the webcam that I normally use when I play on PC, it doesn't recognize on my PS5. So I'm sorry, guys, you cannot see my face on this one, but it doesn't matter. Let me edit the stream info here real quick. Category Tekken 8. Let me add this. There we go. Let's save it up. Okay. Let's do it! So we're going into practice mode. For whatever reason though, this is very peculiar. Why is my stream showing? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Okay. So, as I said, we're gonna do the Kazuya guide. We're gonna talk about what he's good at. We're gonna go in depth into every single move that he has. If you have any questions, you can ask me, of course. Regarding if I know the answers, we will see about that. But I will try my best. So far, for me, it seems that Kazuya is very strong in this game. He's a lot stronger than in Tekken 7, honestly. And we will see how good he actually is in a couple weeks once when people get adjusted and stuff. Right now, for me personally, it feels like that Kazuya is at least like A tier. I feel like he's A tier. He might be low S tier. I don't know. I can definitely say that Jin is probably S tier, just for the same reason he was in Tekken 7, because he's just very flexible And Kazuya always will have those, you know, those weaknesses with weak mids and all that stuff. But what has changed is his mix-up potential and his approaching, which is a lot stronger now, which we're gonna talk in another segment about this. First, let's talk about all his moves, because that's something I want to address, because I honestly think if you are like a casual player who wants to just play online, you want to get the hang of Kazuya and shit, I feel like he is very strong. He has a lot of fucking tools, and most of them are viable in like an online scenario. Obviously, if you're gonna play offline, you're gonna play in tournament, and you're gonna play with a bunch of sweats, it's gonna be a lot more difficult, and you have to work on your movement and with punishing and all that stuff. But a lot there is like certainly like a flow chart to Kazuya that you can use, and you can play online and just do your stuff, right? So first of all, let's get into this, and we're just gonna go step by step. Okay, let's talk about heat activation. Heat activation, you use it, I have it on R3 because I'm using a controller, you know, I like to use the double inputs. I rarely use this, okay? This is very bad for the reason, something that I realized a lot later. You can see in the top corner, when you use it, you lose like a quarter of your bar, okay? The reason this is bad is because Kazuya, now, devil form, is actually super fucking strong and so abusable, because for the following reasons. You can just abuse electrics. You get free electrics. You don't have to time it. There, as you might know or don't know, electrics are 2 frames. But now, except if you're me, right? If you're me, you can do electric just whatever. But normally, you know, this is something for like beginner Kazuya players who's very helpful, and also for advanced Kazuya players, because it just makes you infinitely more consistent. You know, you just like for people who can do electrics like this, and normally you will never miss another electric again, right? So very good when you're in heat mode, and that's the reason why this is bad when you lose half of your quarter bar. Also, you have a bunch of other moves which we're gonna go in another segment as well, that are very, very, very good when you are in Devil Kazuya, and something that people have to respect. Devil Kazuya is super strong right now. So let's go through moves. So the first heat activation move, actually let me put this on, where is this? I'm still not 100% familiar with everything, but we get there. Let's block all. Single block, right? It should be blocked now. Okay. Let's talk about Slaughter Hook, right? Or actually, before we get into this, some stuff that you should know. Buttons from Kazuya. You have your standard jab, you know, it's +1, you know. You can abuse this for people who try to mash, you know. So keep using this. Also, it helps like people keeping in check. If people try to play dishonest, okay, you have other options that we get into, but it's difficult still to rely on that, because Kazuya in general is a character that struggles with getting pressured and getting out of pressure. He's very good at doing pressure now, you know, and punishing people, but when he's in pressure, he kinda struggles to get out of it. But yeah, most of the time you try to keep people in check with jabs. If they try to duck you, you have down forward 1, okay? Which leads us to this segment of the heat engage, which is with this, okay? What is the beauty of this? It's duckable, right? But I'm pretty sure it jails, okay? Which means if the first hit connects, the second one will hit too. And this is very good, because it gets you into the heat engage, right? As you can see. And it lets you have the full meter. So if you can see, it's not, I won't say it's hit confirmable, right? But it's somewhat hit conformable, right? Like when you see it connects, then you press it. Connect, and you press it, right? So most of the time, you know, you can keep them in check with like jabs, and then you can like throw it out. You see it connects, right? Connect, do it. Connect, do it, right? So now we have Gotsuken. This one. This is also a very good move, right? Even better than this move, because this is a 15 startup. A lot of times it's difficult to keep people in check with this, but this is only 10 frame punishable, which means at best, okay, if you're playing against an Kazuya, the worst that can happen is you get this, alright? And only if you react fast enough, right? It's difficult to punish this, especially if people don't know that this is punishable, right? So a lot of moves here are technically unsafe, but they don't look that unsafe, you know? Does this look super unsafe to you? It doesn't. It's only 10 frames, so if it's something he has to be ready for, and he just have to like instant punish it, right? So the good thing about this, same story, right? You can like keep people in check with that, and sometimes you can just throw it out, because a lot of people, this is minus 19, it's very punishable, but it has so much pushback that a lot of people don't know how to punish it either. I wouldn't like be spamming this and abusing this, because you will get punished for it. People will try to figure it out, but you know, if you like throw punches out and make them respect you, and sometimes you throw down the down back one, somewhere you throw this, you know, confuse people. Use all your tools so people don't get in the hang of things and try to punish your shit, right? That's kind of like the goal here. So the reason, again, that this is very good is like you see, you throw it out, you see it connects, it gives you heat engage again, and this is when your pressure gets like crazy again, right? Then we have Flash Tornado. Flash Tornado is a very good like tool when you're playing like footsies, right? Like if someone tries to engage you and they're not like ducking, or if you're not playing against a Mishima, you know, who can like wave dash at you and just potentially duck this. It's very good to throw it out there. It gives you a chip damage, you know, it's -5, so it's safe, it's only duckable, and even if they duck it, a lot of people will not be ready to punish this. Kumokiri. This is a very situational move. I like this as well, but let's, like, just to make an example, sometimes you have the situation where people are jabbing and you backstab. You step back, right? Like jab, jab, they jab you back, you step back, and then you do this. And since he has like this motion where he goes back a little bit, sometimes you're able to like just get this punish and go into heat engage. Very situational move, but good thing, it's safe on block, it's a mid, you know, so you can also do this, like sometimes you can be like jab jab, same reasons, you know, if you see people hesitating, this is like part of a mind games. This is not like a good move in general, but a mind game move, okay? Now, getting into the good stuff, we have Devil Fist, okay? This move is just spectacular, man. It's safe on block, it does a decent chip damage, okay? A lot of people don't know how to like pressure you back, because a lot of people, because of the animation, they think it's plus on block a lot of times. So it's a little bit of an abusable move, but the true power of this move is, people know what a Mishima is. Okay, a Mishima is this, right? You go for hell sweeps, or you go for this, which is an overhead, right? Or you go for electrics, right? So for example, you wave. I'm choking right now. What the? Okay. Okay. What is wrong with me? Dude. There we go. So you do from here a wave dash into electric, right? And which also does the chip damage, but if you do this, right, people will start ducking you. And this is when Devil Fist comes in handy, because then you can just fucking double tap and it gets you into the heat engage full meter and you can go fucking crazy. The beauty of this is that you can like wave dash and wave cancel this, right? And if people, we're gonna get, actually, I'm just gonna go ahead move by move, right? Forget what I said. So let's get into this move. Which I forgot to say. This move right here, I just activate the heat. The only situation I've seen that it's pretty decent, okay, is when people are in the air, or like for example a Jin who jumps at you with the kick, right? If you press it and you catch him in the air with this, it actually gives him a knockdown which you can combo from. So sometimes you have to see it like an anti-mash button. You see someone is abusing an airborne move, right? And they're engaging you from the air and they're mashing. You can catch them with this, and a lot of times you can like end games with them, right? Also as a game ender, if people have like 1 HP and you just want to fucking finish the game and also get pressure because it lets you +1 on block, yeah, from this state you can do a couple of things. You can go for a low, for example, another low. You can go for like forward 3, if people are mashing a lot of times, depending on character, right? A lot of people you can catch off guard. If you see people hesitating though, then you can go like in with electrics or with like hell sweep or whatever, right? So during rage, demonic catastrophe. What? This was this. No, wait a second. This is the old. I'm sorry. The old, I don't use it that much. I mostly use it for combos or finishing a combo, or rarely I use this as an answer, but you can use it if you predict a move, you can use it to armor through things and punish people. Okay, let's get into the important shit. The classic 112, a staple from Kazuya, very important move, in general a very important Mishima move. It's your 10 frame punish and a very good one at that, okay? The beauty of this move though, it is hit confirmable, so you can like press the 1-1, if you see it connects, you can press, I don't know if you can see, but you can see the inputs on the left, but look, I can pretty much delay this. You can delay this like, wait, like a lot. You have like 6 frames or something to realize what is going on, which is a lot in a game like Tekken. So this is your 10 frame Punisher. It does a lot of damage for 10 frame Punisher. If there is something you cannot punish with this when they're like very close, that's the only weakness of the move, by the way. If someone stands like here, sometimes it can like whiff, right? But if someone stands close and you cannot punish the move, this is like also a good rule. If you cannot punish it with this, the move is probably not punishable. If they stand like literally in front of you. If they stand a little bit further back, sometimes you have to do this. It depends a lot on matchup. But this is like, if you want to write down certain moves of this character, which are very important, this is definitely one of those. Then we have 1-2-2. Okay, this is the alternative. Okay, but it's -12 on block. Okay, this move can be thrown in there as a mix-up, okay? Because a lot of people, you do this and they think, I can attack now, but you are actually +4, which means certain moves like, for example, like another 1-1-2, you're just better, right? This is also safe. So for example, you can do this into this, and no matter what they do, you will always punish them first, because it's like a frame trap basically, right? So you can do this and then go this. It's a flow chart, and then you can do it like back to 4, right? They can duck the second hit, but if they do that, you have also this alternative, right? If they try to duck it, which is only -10 on block. I think it was like -14 in Tekken 7, so this is only jab punishable. So you have the flow charts mix-ups, right? You can go into this, and then if you want to play safe, this is always safe. If they start to duck that, you can also do this, right? Which, by the way, you can even bait more. It's, again, this is not safe, it's punishable and stuff. A lot of things are punishable, but you can play the mind games. You can now finish this string right? And if they don't see it coming, because you know they're panicking or whatever, it's safe on block, does some good chip damage, and sometimes it catches people off guard and it does some decent damage, as you can see. Right. So what is this again? This is the... Wait a minute. Ah! This is the new string. Yes. Okay. Okay, the beauty of this move. This is like a new mix-up for a move that is not amazing at Kazuya, but you know, can be good. And it's this one. Okay? It's safe on block. The third hit is low parryable. So if people start realizing your bullshit, they can try to low parry this. But in case they don't, let's say they start mashing at the fourth hit, they gonna get a massive... Let me see if I can get this, wait. A massive counter hit, as you can see. Let me like... And from there, you can do like a bazillion things. If only the third hit lands, you know, if the... It doesn't... Why doesn't it connect? Am I retarded? Okay, you can do something like this, right? Like very easy combos, right? So this exists, and this is just an alternative mix-up for it, because it ends... it cancels out the low as a third hit, and just gives you... Why is it not? Am I? What is this? Am I? There you go. Yeah, it gives you a mix-up basically, and it's safe on block. You know, it can be fairly hard to read, because he does that spin, you know, and there's a lot of things that can come from this, right? So, here we have another option which is not amazing, but it's -8 on block, so it's not punishable. Very good stuff as well. It's another mix-up option, because a lot of people, they start like ducking like this, right? So if you're going in with your jabs, they start doing like this, right? Right? They start to duck it and punish your jabs, right? And this is where this is very fucking strong, right? It does, like, as you can see, it does a chunk on damage on counter hit, but the even crazier property is, because you can do something like this, right? Jab and then into this, and if the second hit lands, it's also a counter hit, which leads into forward, 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 right? Right? And I think it even, let me try something actually, now that I'm... Yeah, you can do an electric afterwards. And I think... Oh yeah, you can do this, I forgot. You can do something like that, right? So if that counter hits, you can get like... Dash in, and... Wait a second. Fucked it up. They're not connecting. What? Actually, something that I would like to know, which I don't know right now. Wait a second. Let me try something. I have to lab this. Oh my god, it connects. Okay, so this gives you a lot of wall carry, as you can see. We're gonna get into this cancel later. But yes, very good move to catch people off guard. And you have a lot of different options, you know. You can do this, you can like do this, right? And just be fine with it. But if you want the extra damage, you can like go in there, go in with the cancel, you know. You can do all sort of things. At best, you are at range of those 5 damage, you know, and you know, if you want more execution for a little bit more damage, you can do it. If you don't, that's fine, you know. Play the game. I say play consistent, right? This is consistent. 58 damage, very easy, pretty much easy to do, you know, everybody can do it. There is probably even more stuff that you can do with this. You can do probably something like this. Wait a second. Doesn't connect, but you can make it like shorter, right? You can like go for like this. Yeah, 59 damage. Good shit, right? Next move, we have this. This is a combo move, so for something like this, right? But this is mostly used at beginner combos, okay? This is something for beginner combos that you can use, and it's super easy to do, you know, no execution required. But I personally, I stopped using it once you get like, if you want to get into like intermediate and advanced combos, I highly recommend learning the other stuff, right? If you want to like main Kazuya and be a fucking sweat lord, then this is not something you're gonna be using, right? I think the third one though is a counter hit, yes. So you can use it like sometimes as a string, you know, and get something like this, right? Wait a second. Yeah, the third one is a counter hit, so, you know, it is what it is. So, we have the roundhouse kick, okay, which is the Magic 4. Magic 4, very situational in this game, because you can see it doesn't have a lot of range. But sometimes it connects, and then you can get a forward 4 out of it. This is something super, this is a situational move. Like some characters, Jin has certain moves where, like the way where if he is technically punishable, but you cannot punish him with a jab. But for whatever reason, while he's standing up, you will always get the roundhouse, you know. And this is like one of those moves. Like you use it when you know matchup, when you know matchups and shit, where you can like sneak it in between their strings to counter hit. That's when you use this, right? Also, it's safe on block, so yes, but it's stuckable. Demon Scissors. This is a super trolly move. It's not that punishable, right? I wouldn't like spam this, but sometimes, you know, against people who like to stay on the ground, this can catch people at times off guard. This is more like, I want to close out the round stuff. You know, I want to close out the round. I don't want to like bother with wearing shit. It's like a king or something that is on the ground. You know, you're like moving like this, and then you suddenly just throw it out. And people, you can confuse people with it. Not a very good move though. Wouldn't recommend it that much, but sometimes, you know, you can catch people off guard. Then, we have the grab. Soul Thrust. Oh yeah. Soul Thrust, this is a good move. You know, you can use it for combos. Again, this is a thing that people need to like play whatever, how, like they need to play how they feel like, you know. If you feel like it's too hard for you to do one down forward 1-2, then yeah, whatever, go for thrust, you know. You can like the damage wise, I mean, you can see it's not that big of a difference, right? It's almost the same damage, but the other one gives you more wall carry and, you know, whatever. Soul Thrust has armor, you know. Very good if you want to like, it's kind of like a get off me tool, but it's very situational. It's not as good as other get off me tools in the game. So yeah, you have to like, you have to see, you have to try it, you have to work it out. The good thing is, this is good against smashes on the wall. So if you're like someone pressuring and you're playing against like a newbie and you're pressuring super hard at the wall, they tend to mash. A lot of times you can catch them with this and this wall splits and you can get a combo out of it. So yeah. Only front kick. This is for people, keeping people at bay. It's safe on block most of the time because you do it like it's not safe on block, right? But like it kinda is. Because a lot of people cannot punish this, okay? A lot of people don't have the tools to punish this. And if you do it at max range, you know, it's just, it can be very good, right? You can keep a lot of people at bay with this. Especially people who like start running at you, you know, with like jumping kicks. You can like keep them at bay with this, right? Then we have this. This is another one of those tools you have to write down. This is a very good fucking tool for Kazuya. First of all, it is a mid right? This sidesteppable though, so you have to be careful, aware of that. It's +4 on block, which is very fucking good, because plus frames are very rare, you know, at least for Kazuya. He has like only like 3 moves who are plus on block. This is one of those, and it's a staple move. And the good thing is, it leads into a bunch of nasty frame traps. For example, with down forward 2, you can like do this, right? And if people start mashing, the only thing a lot of people, they start mashing like 1. If they do that, you can like catch them with like a down forward 2, right? And it leads into a full combo. Sometimes people you can even like sometimes you're like jabbing, right? And you throw this move out, and people get catched by it while hitting, and you get a counter hit, which leads again into down forward 4. Beautiful stuff. Very strong shit, right? Good move. If people don't respect this, like if people start respecting, I mean, you can like start doing very nasty stuff, right? You can like start. Wait a second. What is this? You can start throwing electrics, you know, pressing them with wave dash with this, and then you go and then you go into this, and you know, you start making people like crazy with your mix-ups, right? Glorious Demon Godfist. Punch parry effect. As you can tell, it has like parry properties, you know, at the last frame. Wouldn't rely on it though. I use it most of the time at the wall, just as another mix-up, because believe it or not, people get used to like animations. They may not be able to like know how to punish exactly stuff, but people get used to animations, right? And that's when this type of stuff comes in handy. It's not like you will use this every fucking game all the time. It's a move that you should have when you are against the wall, for example, and you know people are expecting this, you know. But look at the animation. It glows up and shit, and people react to like visual weird stuff or even sound cues, you know. And sometimes those little delays can like catch people off guard, right? So even like, for example, if you're like playing against someone who likes to parry, you know, they expect doing you this, and then you do this, and this small delay of the punch causes you to get through the parry, you know. This is like very nuanced gameplay, okay? For like, we're talking like you have 2,000 games on Kazuya, you know what you're doing, this is the game, this is your character, you only play Kazuya, this is one of those moves, right? So we have down forward 1-2, beautiful move. We got into it already. It leads into heat engage, and it also leads to like combos. Like for example, you can do stuff like this, right? Wait. As you can see, a lot of damage. Okay, a lot of damage, right? Also, you have the uppercut. Again, this is for combo. You have to just hold it down. This is mainly combo purpose, right? And from there you do whatever, right? Slaughter kick. Okay, this is a highly situational move. This is something to throw out there. This is like one of your better, like, kinda like poking tools, right? It's safe on block, and you can just throw it out from range. It has a like deceptive range, right? Because you can stand like here, so you can stand like here and just throw it out there. A lot of people will get catched by this, and it's hit confirmable. You see it hit and press it again, and it leads to a combo. Careful though, don't keep throwing this out. It's -15, so if you just fucking do this like this, you will get launch punish for this. So careful with that. Alright. So the next thing, oh yeah, by the way, this is also very good against like certain like ground characters, like from the Xiaoju or stuff. When she's like on the ground, you can like, a lot of times you can pick people up with this, and then with down back 4, and from there you can continue the combo, right? Abolishing Fist, one of your best tools. Write this down. This is amazing. Okay, only -12. It's punishable, but goddamn, this move is so broken that, I mean, it has to have some weakness, right? It has to be at least punishable. So it's 12 frame punishable, but what do you get in return? First of all, you get a massive counter hit. Okay, just so you can see what it leads to, you can do something like this, right? And this is like a very, very simple combo, only 65 combo, right? You can do like this. Oh, wait a second. Like, how was it? I think it was like this. Eh? I'm an idiot right now. Wait a second. It was. Oh yeah. Ah yeah. You can do like electric into this, and you know it leads to a bunch of other shit, right? Very fucking strong. On top of that, it tracks. It has like tracking. It tracks everything that is like this blue thingy, right? It tracks the opponent, so it's not sidesteppable. On top of that, it's a mid. You know, which means you can use it if you can like sniff out your jabbing, and you know people like to like do this, you know, they duck and do this. A lot of times you can get him with this, bam, and then you hit the counter hit and you fucking like, you make their life miserable, you know. Right? 73 damage, dude. Goddamn. So this move, honestly, disgusting, right? Let's keep going. Now we have this move, okay? This move, very interesting move. You can use it as a combo, right? You can do something like this. 71 damage, very easy to execute. You don't even need to do electrics. Look, wait. You don't even need to do electrics. You just do it like that, and do something like that. Or wait a second, you can do something like this too. $71 damage, or even something like this. Very easy shit, you know? Very stuff, no execution required, you know? But the real reason I use this most of the time, which is very rarely, but I use it, is people at the wall, because this thing gives you plus 11 frames on block. And this is like a mind game. I mostly use it as a mind game tool. I don't use it that much. You have to be careful because it's minus 14 on block. But, you know, most of the time when people are at the wall, they are very pressured and so they are hesitating. So a lot of time you can get this in, you know. They are minus 11, and then you can just throw a counter hit, you know, and start getting the juicy shit, right? You start getting all that juicy shit. If people start sniffing you out, that you're always, because this is interruptible, right? People can see this coming. If they sniff you out, you can like finish the string fast and just hit them. And I'm pretty sure it has like counter hit properties. Yes, it has. It has insane counter hit properties, right? You can like. Oh, wait. I'm choking right now. Okay, I'm choking right now, it doesn't matter, but it leads into electrics. If you have like, I unfortunately don't have the execution to use it consistently, so I don't do it, right? Most of the time, if I get this on I go for a wave dash or another overhead mix-up. But you can get an electric. If you're very good, you can get a double dash into electric, right? So, this is the holding version. Now, tsunami kick. Wait a second, what did we do here? Ah, this one, I'm sorry. I forgot to talk about slaughter high kick. So, down forward 1-4. Also a very good move, because it's safe. You know, you can do this, like for example, it's for the same reason, you can like finish the string, it's safe. If they start ducking you, you can do like the other one, which on counter hit also launches, as you can see. Good shit. But yeah, this is what it's used for. and in combos, in like combo enders, because for example you can do something like this, right? I'm not doing it right now. Like this, you know, to like get the wall split and stuff, and then on the wall you do this and all that juicy shit, right? Okay, this one I see a lot of people complaining about. I see a lot of like beginner people complaining about this move. This move is absolute trash in the neutral, but goddamn, this move is beautiful at the wall. It does a gazillion damage. You should always, if you can, use it on the wall. Use it. It does like so much damage. It's not even funny, right? Yes, that's pretty much it about this move. Nijiri Uraken, also very good move. Okay, I wouldn't like spam this move, but you can throw it out eventually. Your best low for Kazuya is probably this, the down back for 1, and occasionally this, because this has like high evasion properties. You can like dodge high attacks with this. But most of the time it's gonna be this. On counter it gives you plus 17, as you can see, and it gives you a lot of options to pressure. You can go for the grab, you can go for down forward 4 if they don't stand up, you know, stuff like that. But to mix it up, you have Neji Uraken. The good thing is, it's minus on block, you know, it's very deceptive. It looks so weird because it just spins down like this, and a lot of people confuse this with another move that he likes to do, which is down back 2, right? It kinda annoys. It doesn't look like it, maybe if I'm explaining it, but in game a lot of times this is very confusing, and you can catch people with this. So on counter hit, okay, actually let's first talk about, let's talk about the counter properties. You counter hit, you can do a lot of shit. It counter hits and it leads into stuff like this. A lot of damage. You can even do even more damage, right? You can like go for something like this and stuff like that. You know, you can do a gazillion damage with this character, right? So Nijiri Uraken very strong to like sometimes catch people off guard. If people start sniffing out your shit, you can like cancel it. You know, you can like cancel it and go for a grab. Very disgusting. You know, you cancel it, go for the grab. Bam! Nobody's like, this is like insane mix up. If people start sniffing up your grab, you can do this. You know, you can do while standing. I don't know what it was exactly. I think it was 1-2. Yeah, while standing 1-2. Very good move. This is safe. It tracks a little bit. It's safe on block, right? It's a mid. Move is fucking insane. This move is broken as fuck, right? If people don't respect this, you get a down forward 4 again out of this. This is a lot of damage, man, for a somewhat tracking safe mid. You know, like what the fuck? What is it? Why is this in the game? Right? Very strong. Of course, that's not it. The beauty, one of the beauties of this thing, their counter, not set, right? The beauty of this, +3, you know, it leads to while standing 1. You can like, if it connects, you can do this, or what I personally like to do is the while standing 1+2. Why? Because if people like, this is a frame trap. This is a frame trap. People, if they mash buttons, they will get countered by the second move. Bam, and then you get the forward 4. Right? So it's like the flow chart is there. You can use it, you can abuse it, but that's not what Kazuya is all about. We're gonna get about this later on though. But I'm giving you the information, you do as you please with it. Alright. Gotsuken. It's this one. We talked about this move already. We have Lion Slayer. Okay. Lion Slayer. Same stuff. Good shit. It's a little bit slow, so it can be interrupted, but it's like it's your safest under quotations alternative that you have, right? For like when you are jabbing and stuff. It can also catch people on the ground, you know, and it has counter properties like this, you know. Again, you can like do it into a 4-4. And another reason this move is very important is for maps where you can wall break. You are in the combo, you do this, it can like floor break. So this is like your floor break move, right? Or the other floor break move is when you do this, right? Like this, which when you are in devil form. Sliding low kick. I explained this already. This is like high ducking properties. It's just so you have a different animation and something to like confuse people with. This is like very nuanced stuff. You will get the hang of it once you play more of Kazuya. Yeah, stage or smash. We explained this already. Gotsu no Hoda. This is your 11 frame punish. Very fucking strong. I mean, look at this damage. Yeah, the second one hits also middle, so sometimes it can catch people off guard here when you use it as a string. But careful, it's punishable. Minus 14. Someone like Kazuya can punish this very hard, so you have to be careful. But yes, as a punishing tool, very strong, okay? 11 frames, abuse it if you can. So you can like, the way I like to find out if a move is 11 frame punishable is first I start punishing it with 1-1-2. If it works, I punish, the next time I see the move, I try to punish it with this. If it doesn't work, I go back to 1-1-2. That's how I like to figure it out in game, right? Then this move, again, this is like a sniff move, right? You can like do something like this. You can like go and do this. Minus 10, again, and we explained already. This is mostly used as a combo tool, right? But you can use it in like a mix-up scenario as well. Then we have this move. Okay, this move is this, right? The down back 2-4. Down back 2-4, very good move, very good string, very abusable. If people figure it out, you can like, this is like a conditioning move, which I like to call it. It's like when you condition people to like always do this or like to duck, right? You keep only doing this and eventually, bam, you throw the last hit out and it catches people off guard, and a lot of times you can end rounds with this. So a lot of times, you know, you're playing with your leg tricks, you're playing with counter hits. If you use the whole moveset for people that you're playing with in like a best of 3 scenario, it's just too much to keep track of, you know, because you are like the master of a lot of tools, right? And this is like another one of those things. It's a conditioning tool, you know, to keep people honest, to keep people like, what can he do? You know, he has so many moves. What the fuck? So people don't predict you, because that's the whole thing about Kazuya, right, is his 50-50 mix-up, right, as a Mishima. And the best way to enforce those mix-ups is like if you don't use them all the time. So when you use them, you know, they hit, you know, and that's the thing. Now, Demon Ref. It's this move, and there is the alternative, which ends in a low. It's just, this is a gimmicky move, you know, I wouldn't bother too much. It's a gimmicky move, you can use it sometimes, not too bad. Flash Tornado, we talked about this move already. Mugia, we talked about this already. Lightning Screw, yeah, this one. Super gimmicky move. I know a lot of beginners are like, oh my god, the damage, yeah, but careful, man. This only, like, sometimes I use this most of the time to like throw people. But you can use it like if you played a round where you're winning super hard and you pressured someone, like they're like, you can tell, you can feel they're nervous, they're sweating all over their controller, then yes, go for it, why not? You know, you might hit it. Unfortunately, there is not the short version anymore, which was in Tekken 7. That actually was kind of useful, because it wasn't a lot of damage, but it was like, you know, was good damage for what it was, right? Inferno, another one of those gimmicky moves, man. I wouldn't like bother using them too much, you know, you can use them, if they block it, you get some chip damage, right? I wouldn't bother with this, right? But sometimes, you know, you can like sometimes if they're moving like this and they're trying a way to approach, sometimes you can like catch them off guard with this, you know. But you can keep it in mind. Searing Edge. This is another one of those moves. Somewhat situational. You can use it because I like to like wave dash in. But for example, a lot of times there are people who just wait you for to wave dash in, and what you can do though is jump and do that. Wave dash and jump. So you jump over their low, and you know, and do and get the damage in. It has evasion properties. Sometimes when you're blocking like shit, you can even like do this. You know, you're like when you're in the crouch, and for example, it's a low, mid, low, mid, low, right? A lot of times you block the low. It's like in a string scenario against, for example, like a Hu ring. You can like do this and get them off you, right? But this is like a very like matchup. You have to know what you're doing. This is like a matchup thing too, right? Then we have this super gimmicky move. Sometimes you can catch people off guard. Like, for example, people who like to fish for lows from afar, you can like catch people like this, right? For example, a Brian who does like forward 3. Sometimes you can like catch him with this, you know. Very, very situational move. I wouldn't rely on this either, right? Okay. This is a launcher. Honestly, don't use this. There's so much better shit you can do with Kazuya. Like, I don't know. Not very good. Misstep, I don't use this that much either. Right? I don't use a lot. Sorry, I was quiet there for a moment. I wanted to try something out there. But anyways, misstep, I don't really use it. I just stab like this. So I don't know. Maybe there is a use for it, but I don't have the answers for that. Devil Fist, we talked about this already. This is your other mix-up tool. Again, you can use this in like a million ways. You figure it out, man. Do whatever it feels best for you. In general, you want to do this to extend the combo. You can do this. You can do this. There's many ways to extend combos. So experiment. You see? Do whatever feels best to you. And if you if you want to improve and make more damage and stuff, then you can like go for the optimal stuff. But I highly encourage you people to like experiment. I see a lot of people not being enough in the practice mode. The practice mode is your best friend, man. You can learn so much, right? So we have this is the forward 4. Again, crazy move. You know, you can pick up people who refuse to stand up. You can like pick them up with this. One of your best move. Write this up. Write this down. Especially for people who like, you know, try to do their gimmicky shit by laying on the ground. A lot of characters like that, like King for example, does this. Also on counter hit. Nasty, man. On counter hit, wait. You can do something like that, right? You can like, you can even get. Let me see if I can get it. Choking it. I'm choking right now, but you can get an electric wind fist into this and do a bazillion damage, right? But yeah, I will do something probably like this, right? Great damage, 65 damage. What else do you want, right? Leaping side kick, situational move, but the beauty of it, also very plus on block. But the cool thing is you can use it from like a wave dash, right? You can go for this. Wait. And the way you do it, you go wave dash and then you press double forward. And you can do it from in their face. And it gives you plus frames, and from there you can like keep pressuring stuff. It's just another move to keep people at bay. It has plus frames, something they have to respect, you know. If people are responding too much to your wave dash, you can like a lot of times do that, or you know, if they start like those are like tools, so they respect your electric wind godfist, because at the end of the day that's what you want to do, right? You want to do your electrics, which is +5 on block. It does decent chip damage, and on hit it launches, you know. So that's what you want to be doing, right? But first, so you can get that, you have to like make people respect your shit, and this is like another one of those tools, right? 10-hit combo, ignore it, we don't need it, we don't want it. Key charge, wind god step. Okay, let's talk about god step. The way you do this, a lot of people don't understand this. The star means basically it's a pause. So I wouldn't like do it like you can like do it like forward, then you make a millisecond of a pause, right? And then you press down forward, right? From those moves, the things you can do, like you have this, right? This is another combo tool. If it's too hard to do certain things, you can do something like this, right? Hey. You know, stuff like that works. It can also like spin. I think on counter hit, no, it doesn't. Actually, I think you get a forward free, right? No, you don't. Okay. Anyways, this move, I don't use it that much, honestly, but it can be good. You know, it's another wave dash mix-up. It's very risky though. I wouldn't abuse this. This is something to close out the round with. Okay, because it's very deceptive. You know. And he ducks like a little bit more at the end. I don't know if you can see, like he ducks a little bit more, and it seems like you can dodge a lot of shit with this. Because a lot of people don't know, the wave dash has like low duck properties. Every time your character goes down like that, right? You are ducking highs. But sometimes you need that little bit extra frame to duck something, and then you can use this, right? But it's very situational. I wouldn't abuse this. Scary. Wind God Fist. This is the juicy stuff. Okay, so we have this. This is the normal Wind God Fist. Okay, and the way you do this is the same. You press forward, down, forward into 2, right? And it launches the enemy. But as you can see, it's -10. It's punishable. It's not that bad. It has been worse in the past, but it's very good, you know, to like punish shit. Especially if like people whiff stuff, then you can like go step in there and bam, and punish the shit out of them, right? And you can like get a bazillion damage. But now comes the true, which is the electric wind god fist, right? So it says press simultaneously, which is kind of true, but the way you do this is you have to be like super precise, right? Because as far as I know, the electric god fist is a 2-frame, but I'm not sure right now. But I think it was a 2-frame, right? So this changes the property of the move. Basically, it's still a high. By the way, something you have to be careful of. Electrics are duckable. Okay, so that's why you have all these other moves to make them respect the duck, right? That's why you do this. And once they start respecting your mids and lows, you can like start doing electrics, right? So yeah, electric, the property it changes. It first of all, it gives you plus frames, +5 on block. This is super strong when you are at the wall, because unlike Tekken 7, you don't have that much pushback. So on the wall you can literally like do something like electric into forward 4, and you're just like fucking, you are so oppressive in this game now, right? Very good shit. Yes. What else? Let's talk about wave dash. Wave dash. This is a wave dash, right? But what we actually call the wave dash is this, right? Wait. I'm choking right now. This is a wave dash, right? And the way you do this is you press forward, down forward, go into the wave dash, and while he's ducking down, you have to press forward to cancel it. You cancel it with movement, and then you do again the wave dash motion, right? And from there, there's a lot of like different tags. For example, this is where it comes down. This is like what differentiates good Kazuyas from bad Kazuyas. Once you get the hang, like I would like, if you ask me how would I start with Kazuya, I would say just play with forward forward 3, play with hell sweep and the other stuff that I showed you. Okay, then you should, like, after you mastered all of that, you should like work on trying to get electrics, you know. Once you can get like 8 electrics or so comfortable, right? Once you start doing that, like once you do electric like this, right? Once you can do it like that, then you start developing the other skills, right? This is like when we start like developing also like the wave dash. Okay, the reason for it, the wave dash makes it very hard to read your mix-up, right? So that's the next thing, right? So we're learning the wave dash. Let's assume you learned the wave dash. So the first skill you have to learn is, if you wave dash and press forward, it buffers the previous input, which means it's basically the previous input. Like, for example, forward 3, okay, is this, right? This is forward 3. But because when you wave dash and you cancel a wave dash by pressing forward, this is a buffered input, so you basically have to only press forward once again and 3, right? So I do this and then I do that. It gives you that. And also you can do, like, instead of like going for the forward 3, you can like just go for the hell sweep, right? This is the next step to increase the mix-up, right? And you try to work on the speed of your wave dash. You try to work on the smoothness of your wave dash. You know, that's like the next step. Now you are able to do electrics and wave dash, right? You're getting better at Kazuya. So the next thing you have to learn is to what is this? Oh yeah, this is a new move, by the way. This is like a high damaging variant of the hell sweep. Although I don't like it that much because it puts the enemy so far away. It's mostly used as a combo, and I would recommend to you for like beginner combos to use this. But the normal hell sweep is better if you get into more advanced combos for like wall combos, because you try to like carry them through the wall and then continue the combo at the wall, which we're gonna get into in the combo section. Alright. So yeah. Back again to the Electric Wind God Fist and Wave Dash. So now you learned Electric Wind God Fist and you learned how to Wave Dash. So what's next? Well, the next thing you should try to learn is get a forward step electric, which means you dash forward and then you go into an electric. Okay? Why? Because again, it gives you the plus frames. The way you do this is you do forward, and then you do the wave dash input, you know, but you have to press the down forward too simultaneously, and this is just a timing thing. You have to like, it has to be precise and it has to be fast, but it has to be more precise than fast. So if you look at the inputs, you don't want to have too many inputs like this. You want to, like, when you do it, you see, it has to be somewhat clean. When it looks kind of like that, then you're doing it right? So yeah, that's like the next thing you want to learn. Okay, you want to get that forward step into electrics, like I'm doing right now. Like, oh my god, I'm fucking choking it on YouTube, man. The curse. What is this? There we go. We got it. Okay, so you get the forward electric. Once you can do that, the next thing you want to learn, because this is like a fast punishing tool, but because sometimes you cannot do electric if you do the full wave dash, right? Because you run out of time. You always get the normal. But sometimes you want to do the electric God Fist, and the way to do this the way to punish certain stuff is by doing the forward electric, right? Just to give you that extra space, and it's a fast option. So, but sometimes you need more space. So this is where you get you do the wave dash reset into electric. So you do a normal wave dash, you cancel the wave dash, and then you do another wave dash electric, right? So it should something like that, right? It should something like this. And look how much screen. You get like, it's almost like, if you do it correctly, not like I'm doing again, you can get like full screen out of this. But I'm choking the inputs right now. For whatever reason. I don't know, man. I'm cursed. I'm super cursed right now. Why am I not doing this correctly? There you go. I'm going for the counter hit, dude. I love the sound of the counter hit. There you go. So the way you do this, I mean, I explained it, but for whatever reason, it's difficult, man. As you can see, I choke it myself as well, you know. And I have hundreds of hours on this character, and I keep choking it sometimes. You know, I have my good days and I have my bad days, and this is apparently one of my bad days. There you go. So the reason you do that is to cover more space, basically. That's why you do this. There we go. Okay? You do that cancel thing, right? Then, as I explained before, you have the other mix-ups options with the forward 2 now. You have this, right? You have this. Am I missing something? Something electric related? Oh yeah, sidestep electric is super advanced. Something you might want to learn at some point too, you know? Because you can like punish crazy. Electric wise, I'm not sure if I'm missing something. I think that's it, right? Electric wise, I think I covered pretty much everything. Let me see, elusive demon. Oh yeah, we have this. This is a mix-up option. On counter hit, it leads into combos. Okay, it's another one of those. You know, it's another It has this animation delay, and this animation delay can be good. Sometimes going fast is not always good in Tekken. Sometimes you want to be a little bit slower. You know, it can like. When people expect you to do this and they want to do like a counter, you know, like a counter hit on you, you can like wait it out, bam, and it catches them and you get combos and people are mad, right? And you can do like stuff like that. Wait a second. Why am I choking everything right now, dude? I'm so bad at this game. I'm super bad at this game. Yeah, you can do stuff like that, right? A lot of damage, you know? And on top of that, this is safe on block if I'm not mistaken. Wait, let me see. If I'm not mistaken, this was safe. Yeah, it was safe on block. And it's a mid. And it was mid. And it does gazillion damage, it does chip damage, does everything. Good move. Okay, let's talk about the rising moves. So we have 1, 2, twin pistons. The reason the twin pistons are fucking broken, this is another one of those moves. You have to write it down. This is a staple for Kazuya, okay? Very important move. It's a 13 frame launcher, dude. This is insane damage for like a 13 fucking frame launcher, man. This is unbelievable, right? You get the like the 1, 2, right? You can go into this, then you can do this, You can even like, I think you can even do something like this. Wait a second. What was this? I think 1, 2, catch them, right? Like for wall carry. This is something for wall carry. You can like do something like this. Wait a second. Dude, my execution is not present today. I'm choking, man. God damn. But I think you get the point, right? You can get like the jabs in, and then you go for this, you go into the cancel, you do that, and whatever, right? Very strong move. And if all fails, you know, if you're lacking the execution like I am, right? You can always do something like this. Easy execution, bro. No fucking problems. While rising, okay, this is a highly situational move, but this is like, you use this mainly if you block something like a snake edge, for example. Like a very punishable low move, this is when you use this, right? And it leads into insane fucking damage. So you can do this, then you do that. I mean, look at that. 82 damage, dude. God fucking damn. And then you have this. This is like, sometimes, you know, sometimes you're like standing this far and you're like ducking shit because people like throw overhead lows at you. Jin, for example, does this. Like, he has like a back 4-2, something like this. And you trumps and try to duck this, and then he like likes to sidestep. And a lot of times you can like try to like catch people with this. Right? It tracks, is a mid, it's safe on block. That's what you use it for mostly. Then you have this. This is your fastest while standing punisher. Like, for example, if something forces you into crouch and it's punishable, then this is your move, right? This is what you use it for. I think it's 11 frames. Yeah, 11 frames. Then you have your while rising. This is your 13 frame punisher, right? Good damage, and again, as I said, it fucking on counter hit, you get this beautiful follow up. While crouching, this is another one of those moves where it's like, wait a second. Yes, minus 11. It's one of those moves, man. I don't know. I rarely use it. A lot of times I like to use this out of a wave dash though, because it catches people off guard, man. It just catches them off guard, you know, like sometimes, because this has like invulnerability or something. It has a little bit of invulnerability, I feel like, from like mids or something. I don't know what it is. Or it has like a very disjointed hitbox or something, because a lot of times when people are on the ground, you know, I like to move like this. You know, it's just a mix-up thing. I don't use it a lot, but I use it sometimes. During sidestep, beautiful move, you know. This is like another one of those like footsie movement when you're trying to control the space. Where, for example, if you have difficulty approaching the enemy with certain characters, this is like one of those moves. Because it's safe on block, it's a mid, it's sidesteppable though, so that's the only thing. But on counter hit, goddamn. Wait a second. On counter hit, look what you get. This is a lot of damage, man. From a sidestep counter hit, that's 60 damage, dude. That's a lot of fucking damage. Okay? Then you have this move. This is like, I miss the old like punch. I feel from Tekken 7, the sidestep. It's like it was the same move basically, but like he punches you in the head. I miss that move. I feel it felt a lot better. But this is kind of like the replacement of it. It's kind of slow though. But you know, if you see like a move, like for example, Hurang has like one of those moves, like the charging move, where you can like sidestep it and it has like a lot of delayed frames. You know, this is where you do this, bam, and then you counter hit, and on counter hit, it leads. If you're not bad like me, then you can get this 2 of it. So in general, you can see you can get forward, forward 4 out of a lot of things if you react to it properly. This during devil form, this move, interesting move. This is more of a move if you want to play, like for example, let's say you're at the wall right now. This is the move for it, because you can do this, and you can just swap sides with him. Like for example, he's pressuring this is a very situational move, right? But for example, you are in devil form, someone is pressuring you, and you are at the wall, and you want to switch the pressure. Now it's your time. You know, this is a way to switch the pressure up. It does good damage. It's pretty much reactable, right? Because you can like just hold forward, right? Look. And it doesn't activate. It activates only if it hits. So very good if you want to like swap positions, right? Then you have this move. Super again. It's one of those fucking moves, you know. It's one of those. You can use it sometimes, but I don't know, man. I wouldn't like rely on it, right? Then this is another move, amazing move by the way. So when you don't like this, has like a very deceptive range. Okay, it does a billion damage too, and it can catch people off guard. You know, most of the time I use this when I'm running out of feet. You know, I'm trying to sneak in either a forward for 2 for the dash. If it counter hits, it leads into the combo, right? And if I see they might block it, okay, I go for the low, right? I go for the for this one. But in general, you want to like try to stay in your devil form as long as possible, because it gives you insane pressure, right? Because it gives you the free electrics, which does. I mean, look at this damage, bro. Look at this damage. It gives you so much damage, and this was without a wall, dude. It's crazy. During devil form. Yes. This was the armor move. No, this was this one exactly. Also situational move. Most of the time I see the opponent is low and I want to close out the round, right? So then I might use this. For example, like, because it leads into wave dash. You can like instantly go into the wave dash, and you can like go from. You can go like from into electric. You can go into the wave dash. You can go into many things from this, right? Then this is the armor move. No, this was the super lace. I forgot. Yeah, this is an unblockable. It's basically a stronger version of the normal, and it breaks the guard as well. So yeah, this is like true damage if it hits, but it's super situational again. This is a combo move. You use this mainly in a sidestep scenario like this, right? And it does gazillion damage. Very situational too. If it hits, if you connect it, good man, good to you. You know, you did it. You know, you can do something like this. Right? Something like that. Along those lines. Am I missing something? Oh yeah, exactly. This is another combo render, an easy combo render that you can do. The way you use this without doing this is by just not holding forward. You do it twice and then you just release the controller, and you can like, you know, you can even use it as a combo, right? Oh yes, then you have also like the grab, which is basically the end part of the hell sweep. Also good, same reasons you use it in the normal form, right? It's a situational thing. And in devil form, he also gets like the extension of the hell sweep, which does so much damage. Yes. I like this. This can close out rounds really quickly. I mean, look, you use twice this shit and he's basically dead, right? And yes, then you have also the sidestep too, which is minus 15 though, so very careful with this shit. It looks tempting, but you have to be super careful when you use this. Okay, we have the grabs. I think we got into the grabs already. Approach opponent. This, right? Yeah. This is one of your best things, because if they stay on the ground, you get a forward 4 again. If they know how to tech this, right, then it leads into free pressure though. You can go into a hell sweep or over or whatever you please, right? Then you have, again, this is like the other mix-up that I told you about when you're trying to go for a rocket and then you go for the grab instead. You know, this can be very handy to like close out rounds. Low parries, self-explanatory. We get into this in the combo section while opponent is down. This is the, I forgot about this. This is a stomp. This is better if you're like at the wall and they're like laying down. You can just use this, right, to like continue to pressure them. This is the laser. This is the laser. You know, just to get some extra damage in. And that's it. We went through all the moves. You should have all the tools now for Kazuya. Let's go into the stage. Let's talk about combos real quick, and I think that should be it then. Yeah, let's talk about combos real quick. Let's talk about the wall combos and what to do and how to do it and combos extensions, etc, etc, etc. So let's talk about beginner combo. A beginner combo would be something like this, right? You go for a normal electric. Let's start with the staple combo, right? You go for a normal electric. You go for God Fist, I mean. Right? Then you go for a down forward 1-2. Actually, no. You go for electric 3-1-4, right? So you juggle him a little bit, and then you go for down back 2-2 1-2, right? So it looks something like this. Good damage, 55 damage. The next step will be something like this. $66 damage. And now, pretty much every other variation does kind of like the same amount of damage, right? You can do like a lot of different variations that do more or less the same damage. And it depends all on you, right? But that's like the staple, right? But now let's talk about the more advanced stuff. If you can do electrics, you should do electric. Like let's talk about the easy electric combos, okay? Electric into electric, like this. This is like the easy electric combo, right? It does 79 damage, good shit, right? What you want to aim for, there's two alternatives. One has a little bit more wall carry, but it's harder, and the other one is a little bit easier, but it's still hard, right? So you do electric into electric, you do jabs, you do a jab, and then you cancel the jab into a dash, jab, cancel the dash, jab, and you do this 3 times, then you do another dash, and try to catch him with the down forward 2, which should look something like this. Okay. And as you can see, it has a million wall carry. And the way you finish the combo is something like this, right? You can experiment, right? I encourage you, if you are able to get this combo consistent, then I'm assuming you're good enough at the game to experiment with different enders and with something that feels good for you. There is a lot of variations to this. I experimented with it for like hours, and at this point, the only thing I can say is just try it yourself. If you're able to get this, do it yourself, right? So you do this. And like the thing that I'm doing right now is this, right? This is like my staple. I'm choking again. 80 damage. As you can see, a lot of damage. And it gets even crazier if you have like something on like where is this? Restart settings. Let's restart at floor blast, for example. So this gets even fucking out of hand when you do it like this, right? Wait. Wait. I'm choking and I apologize sincerely, YouTube, who is seeing this right now. Wait. I need to get another position here. I'm sitting like in such a weird position right now. Ah! Choking, sorry. We do this again. What the fuck am I doing? You can do something like this, right? Or, if you want to mix it up, you can do something like this too, right? Oh, damn. Ah, I need to seriously, I'm choking right now. I'm choking so hard. This is true! Look at the damage! I know it doesn't look true, but it is. You know? And that's what I mean, experiment. You can do other stuff, let's say you're further back and you don't get the wall, right? You can do something like this. Like this, and you continue the carry, right? And then you, whatever. You do your shit. So this is like the easy version, quote unquote, of the hard. It's the hard easy version, right? And the hard version, which gives you a little bit more wall carry, is you do basically the same, but you do a jab, right? And after the jab, you dash in, you do a 3-1 into the crouch dash, okay? And then you cancel it. You cancel it into forward. And then you do the down forward one and continue your shit. So it looks something like this, right? You see? It gives you a lot more wall carry, and you can like when you are on the other side of the map, it doesn't give you like left to right wall carry, but it gives you a decent amount of wall carry, right? So there is that. Other combos that you need to know from now on is most of the time, again, if you do this, for example, you can always experiment. It's either something with this, or with this, or with this, you know, something like. Those are like always like the easy variations of the combo. You can figure it out yourself. But let's talk about the difficult combo, or the quote-unquote difficult combo. It's not that hard, but you know, you get what I'm saying. Let's talk with the down forward 2. Down forward 2, for me, the optimal combo is something like this. Right? The reason for it is because it gives you a lot of wall carry. So what I want most of the time is wall carry, right? That's what I want. Why am I choking this again? See, something like that, right? That's what I like to do because I want the wall carry, right? Then for the while standing 2, I like to do this. I'm an idiot, dude. I don't know what it is. For whatever reason, I'm gassed or something. I'm very tired today also, I must say. And it's making my combos a little bit difficult. But yeah, something along those lines, and I like to like finish it with this, right? With the whole wave dash canceling into the wall carrying stuff. In case, by the way, that the wall is very close, another thing that you can do, I will try to show it off here, right? Something like this. So you get the, what is it called? Something like that, right? Works too. Works wonders and does a gazillion damage, you know? So yes, that's the other type of combo that I wanted to discuss. Then there is the Uraken combo, which is something similar, right? And you experiment from there. Then what else am I missing? Am I missing something? I'm not sure. Yeah, we have something like this, right? The super gimmicky combo shit that you can do. I encourage you to experiment with all that as well. In general, Kazuya has a lot of good counter hits in this game, so yeah, try it out and you will see what it can do for you. Am I missing something? I feel like I forgot something, but I'm not sure. I think it is. That's it. That's pretty much my guide to Kazuya. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to subscribe, leave a like, and of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to follow me on Twitch. I stream a lot of times. I don't have a fixed time though, but you know, feel free to catch in and you know, we play some games, we play League, we play Tekken, whatever. We play whatever we want. So yeah. I wish you guys a beautiful day, and I hope my guide helped you and you can be a true Mishima. Bye.